we are rolling.
Well, good afternoon today, Rebecca of Elliott. How are you?
I'm all right. I'm just lubing up there.
Yeah, sure, I saw that.
Some lip balm.
Just lubing up to welcome everyone.
Welcome everyone to Don't Laugh But.
To Don't Laugh But, a podcast straight from the Twatmosphere. I could make that into a jingle. I've gone jingle jangle crazy.
You have done quite a few more jingles. They're all interesting.
Well, they're all right.
They're
nearly all right.
Yeah.
We'll go with that one. They're nearly okay. I watched the movie called Jingle Jangle this last week.
Jingle Jangle.
And thoroughly enjoyed it.
All right, fine.
It's very
we'll
sweet.
Movie recommendation of the week.
It can be. We could have Kirsty's
apart from
recommendation.
that, Kowalski, how are you?
Do you know?
In yourself. Not outside yourself. How are you in yourself? What does that mean when people say that? How are you in yourself?
In yourself rather than
what?
Maybe rather than what you're projecting onto the world. They're asking.
Shut up.
I know, I went there, didn't I?
Yeah.
I'm saying inside myself, I'm feeling pretty damn hot. Right. Although I am tired. I think the energy's low at the moment in the Hudson house.
Yeah. The energy's low, but the enthusiasm is high.
I tell you what, the soul is willing, the body's just going, let's just wait a moment.
Yeah, that's fair. Fair.
You're listening to Don't Laugh But. So sit back, relax, and let Kirsty and Rebecca sanitize your thoughts with their infectious twatterings.
I had a couple of follow-ups on last week that I wanted to address.
I think that's always appropriate.
Firstly, I was excited last week that I was getting my leaf sucker-upper. And I can confirm that I now do both suck and blow.
Yes, you do. And you turn things into mulch, I believe. I
can mulch things. I thought it would be easy. I thought you'd get a machine to do the job. You just kind of stand there, switch it on, boom. It's knackering. It took me about 3 hours to clear up the leaves, Kirsty. And almost as soon as I'd finished, massive gust of wind. And a tree basically just shat its contents all over the garden again. It's a thankless task. What are you eating?
Sorry.
You're having a sausage roll?
I am. I did care about your response.
You wait until we press record and then get like a whole wealth of food out.
There's something about podcasting that makes me want to eat.
Okay.
You know, I love food, mate.
Well, I'm a professional. You know, I wait.
I love food. I love podcasting. Put the two together. I am delirious.
You do look delirious.
Delirious.
Second thing I was going to follow up on. The ghost in Woolworths.
Oh, yes.
Apparently is mentioned on the ghost trail in Bury St Edmunds. You can go on a ghost trail.
Wow.
And my sister's been on that. She said they talk about the ghost of Woolworths on the ghost trail.
So I think Kirsty Hudson has been proven right.
Well, I don't think that proves it. Just because something's on a flipping ghost trail doesn't mean it's actually correct.
Factually. It's going to go in the Britannia
the
fact.
Old woman of Woolworths.
The facts of 2020. I've got a thing to mention this week, Rebecca Elliott. Something that's quite infuriated me. Right, you know the tenor ladies, right? The advert that says something like, she says she's in the gym, she's doing some dumbbells, she says, I don't need to worry about that, I've got a secret weapon in my pants.
Does she? And that's a tenor lady. So the suggestion there is if you pick up a dumbbell you would immediately gush your pants, but it's all right.
But it's okay because you've got a secret weapon. And I just think we have literally boiled down it to the only thing that a woman can have a secret weapon in her pants is a tenor lady.
Yeah.
I want it to have other weapons, a plethora of weapons, a choice of weapons, if you will.
Not just
and just allow the wee to flow if she needs to.
Yeah, okay.
I just think like we've just gone, well, she has to.
Your secret weapon in that instance is no shame.
No, I just,
you don't care.
If you wee yourself, you'll wee yourself. I think we've just,
lady?
you know, I've had this with my daughter this week. You know, she's going to school. She does not understand why one should have to go to school when one has her period.
I know.
It's her fourth one. She's really livid. But she said, I think we need to write a petition.
Yeah.
I said, what are you going to put on? She said, well, the girls should not have to go to school if they have their period.
I think there's something to that.
I said, would you have the whole time off? She said, well, at least the first two.
Yeah.
She said, and I think it was because I'm angry. I'm angry, and I don't understand why I'm angry.
Well, let's face it, if boys were bleeding through their willy and feeling terrible for a few days, I don't think they'd go to school.
I believe it's a teaspoon.
Work.
I think it's a teaspoon of menses.
I think we've gone down a dangerous path.
Menses. I like that. That's what periods are. Menses.
Surely it's a menstrual flow.
I think it's called menses.
Do you know her? Menstrual flow. She's always angry. Anyway. also my follow-up to last week was what actually happened off air afterwards. Which is then you told me about, because you were still rambling on for hours.
Oh, I loved last week.
Yeah, don't think, ladies and gentlemen, that when the mics get turned off, Kirsty shuts up.
No.
She doesn't.
No.
But I don't have to pretend to care anymore. But you were telling me about when you were a child.
Yeah.
When you were a small child living in Holland. And you sang in front of, I think, a room full of people at least. Private Dancer. Private Dancer. A song basically about, I'm your prostitute and I'll do what you ask me to do. As a child, did you do the moves? Yeah, stop eating.
Sorry. I had a
private dancer.
Oh, you get me in the mood. Here we go.
Do what you want me to do.
I know.
Says the 8-year-old girl.
Well, I don't know if I was 8. I was definitely...
I am judging your mum a little bit here.
I was definitely under...
Love you, Rowena, but really?
I was definitely under 12 because that was... My dad was alive at the time. So I died when I was 11 3/4 when he died. So I was before that. I don't know. My mum might come back and go, no, you didn't do that. But in my memory...
Oh, that makes it even more sordid. It's just your little sordid memory.
Me and my sordid child are singing Private Dancer.
Yeah.
Do what you want me to do.
Okay.
I did that.
Any old music
that conversation did lead us to discuss how much of an easier time the 80s were.
They were.
I am a proponent of the hashtag Me Too.
Oh yes, absolutely.
I stand with my.
But it wasn't easy. A time where you could get touched up by an uncle, you just took it as a compliment.
No, it just was
kidding.
Yeah, of course.
Clearly kidding.
Of course we are, but I love it. A PCness is right and it's brilliant, but you have to think about it more. Back then, you just went with it. You put your shoulder pads in your
t-shirt. It's a child singing about being a prostitute, and I can see nothing wrong with that. You go, girl. Show a bit of shoulder.
You wore a shoulder pad jacket. You wanted to make money. You were called a yuppie and proud.
Yeah.
We have gone full circle. And, I am the wokest woke of wokeness. I could live in Wokesville. That's how woke I am.
But Wokesville, Idaho. Actually, it wouldn't be in Idaho.
Might be. I think my house is Wokesville.
It is.
I should change my address.
Yeah.
I'm going to change it to just send it to Wokesville, mate. They'll get to me. Well, anyway, so there we go. But I just think there is a time, there's an argument to suggest that when women did what women should do,
whatever age,
women should be.
It was fun.
Oh, just that, because now we've got so many choices and it's wonderful.
We have to be careful here. We are kidding.
But it is cute. Yeah, but the choices we have make it confusing. I think that's a fact.
Yeah, it probably is a fact. Yeah. It's difficult being moral, isn't it? It's much easier to be immoral.
Oh, it's so much easier.
Much easier.
Yeah. Today I'm excited to be here as always because we're in the land of. God, I live in so many places. Wokesville. Yeah. I live in Don't Laugh Buttland.
Do you? Yeah. Butland. Oh.
With our butters. Yeah. I told you, didn't I, that one of the butters thought that there was actually people were called Mr. and Mrs. Butters.
Yeah, that's right. Susan and Carl Butter.
I love that.
Whenever we talk about, the Butters have been in touch.
Yeah, they have.
Mr. and Mrs. Butter.
I worked out this week, Rebecca Elliott.
What have you worked out? You worked out.
Hey, well done. Cha-ching. Yeah. That's why you get paid the big bucks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That there.
And I am worth less than Poundland.
Yeah. What? Less than a single item in Poundland.
Yeah. And the thing is, so I worked out with my lovely personal trainer by the name of Michelle.
Lovely Michelle.
She is the female Joe Wicks. She's so positive. Wow. They should pay people like her to work everywhere and just go. Like
she does get paid to work everywhere.
Yeah, but
she's a personal trainer. Yeah. She was personally training you in a field. Yeah, but she literally gets paid to work everywhere.
What I'm saying is like
that's sort of patronising. No. I think people should pay you to do this. She's thinking, well, you do actually owe me. Doing it like goodness of my freaking heart.
So I'm motivating her to motivate me is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, like, she can get
dog's farted. Sorry. Oh, Frida.
I can't smell it yet.
It will come
It will permeate into the nostril area. I'm saying this woman can motivate me to do things I didn't think my body could do.
Wow.
Even more so than Darren.
Okay.
Sorry. Look, I went to the low-hanging fruit.
Darren's low-hanging fruit is not something that I want to think about.
All I'm saying is the personal trainers have a role in life. She could follow me around. She could go, God, Kirsty, you're brilliant. God, you're doing so well. I just love her. I think they're great.
Your brain already tells you that constantly.
Well, it does. I do tell myself.
Just walk around telling yourself, I love you, Kirsty. You're amazing.
As I look in the mirror going, yep.
Yeah.
I would. I think, get down.
Frida.
Frida's trying to eat my sausage roll, ladies and gentlemen.
So this week... Never relax. She's always got pressing business, Frida.
I've got to do it. Whereas my dogs are like...
Yeah, they can't be bothered.
No.
I want an apathetic dog.
I've got apathetic dogs.
Oh, I know.
I mean, they're lazing on the couch. I said, do you want to come with me? They went, no.
No, all right.
I'm on the cuddle muffin. I've got a blanket on top of the cuddle muffin.
Cuddle muffin.
That's my couch, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone needs a cuddle muffin.
Oh, dear.
So this week, my friend...
How is Darren? We said we were going to have a Darren update.
Darren update.
How is Darren's low-hanging fruit?
It's always a joy and a pleasure to pick.
Juicy.
To lick it and munch on. It's always a joy. Always a joy.
That is wonderful.
But so Darren's good. He's gone back to work because I had to have 4 days off last week.
Yeah.
I got to shout at him on Monday night because I was really stressed because I thought the gardener was going to come and do my garden. He didn't come in the end.
No.
So I was shouting at Darren to clear the mess in the rain.
Oh, you know when you ask someone, how are you, and you don't actually want an answer? I'm feeling that strongly now.
I'm really...
How's his beard? Glossy?
I'm finding the beard problematic at the moment.
Oh. Has it got a bit abrasive?
It's just not long enough.
On there.
For some reason.
Just want a conditioner beard.
Yes. Oh, there's oils, there's balms, there's serums, there's fluid.
Darren's beard serum. That's lovely.
No one needs to see that ever.
No.
But yeah, so I'm wanting it to grow in more ZZ Top kind of style. He likes a bit of shorter, but I think he's really contemplating growing his hair.
Okay.
But he thinks he's going to have too much hair, too much beard.
Oh yeah, long hair and a long beard is too much.
No. Think Kurt Russell playing Father Christmas.
Oh yeah, he looked good.
And I think Darren could pull that off.
That is quite disturbing because I've never fancied Father Christmas before. But Kurt Russell.
I live with Darren. That's why.
Christmas Chronicles.
I know. I do fancy.
I actually rubbed my thigh.
It's worrisome, isn't it? As you get older, you're starting to fancy people who are slightly older, and you think,
oh yeah,
like they're a grandpa, and I find them hot.
I know.
It's weird, right?
It's fine.
No, that's what my brain does.
I'd still do Alan Rickman, and he's dead.
Oh.
Should we start the show? And it is a show.
It is. Well, it's a show. It's like a work in progress every week.
If that, I think.
To get to a space where
when I say it's a show, I was absolutely being ironic.
I'm eating tomato soup now.
Are you?
Yeah, that's how much of a work in progress it is. This week, ladies and gentlemen, we are doing quotes. The motivational ones, the not so motivational ones. Just a quote that you enjoy or don't.
I think we might fall out.
Oh, me and you.
Yeah, I don't really like them.
Oh, I love a quote. You know I do.
I know
she don't like them. She don't like the quotes.
I will come on to my reasons. Why?
Oh, I've got a few.
Can I just kick off with one of my favourite quotes? And I like quotes that aren't motivational. They're not trying to make you do anything. But I just, it's Robin Williams. Robin Williams, obviously, not the twit that is Robbie Williams.
I still enjoy that twit as Robbie Williams, but Robin Williams.
Robin Williams said, God gave men both a penis and a brain, but unfortunately not enough blood supply to run both at the same time.
That. And he needs to tell that to my son.
And I just think it's accurate, it's funny, it's beautiful. It's not trying to make me do anything like some of the other quotes out there.
Well, I was going to say this to you. A motivational quote can make me feel...
A motivator? You took out quite a lot of the consonants of that word, Kirst.
It was like...
Couldn't be bothered to do them.
I sounded
I'm
like
just going to go vowels.
I sounded like my uncles when they said I want to drive my motor.
Motor?
Yeah. Motivational quotes.
Yeah.
Some of them can make me feel really intimidated.
This is my point. I've done a little bit of research for about 2 minutes before you walked in the room.
Well, I've tried to find out where they come from.
Oh, I haven't done that. But no, motivational quotes can be problematic in terms of actually increasing depression and anxiety, which they ironically are trying to sort of solve in their own way. Because it encourages very black and white thinking that is all or nothing.
Well, the quotes that I like...
Failure, for example, failure is okay, but only if it leads to success. Like one of the quotes I came across when I was just doing a very quick search was, the quote was, sometimes not now becomes never And then it said in big capital letters, do it now. I thought, well, I don't want to do it now. What if you don't want to do it now? What if you just want to have a cup of soup and play a game on your iPhone now?
I think that's okay.
And if you don't sacrifice for what you want becomes the sacrifice. It's a lot of pressure on these. I mean, it's the classic, every moment counts.
Oh.
Like, no, a lot of my moments can just be irrelevant and pointless, and that's fine.
Sitting on the toilet.
It's just the amount of pressure that can then make you think, well, it is all down to me. It is all down to me. But actually, it's kind of ignoring the fact that there are a lot of external things that are out of our control. Like one of your favourite quotes that you sent to me, which is a great quote. It's Helen Keller, isn't it? One door closes, another one opens.
I did send that to you.
Didn't you?
One.
Was that Helen Keller? You literally did send that to me.
She can't see. Not one door closes.
She can't have possibly written down something she can't see.
No, but it's just, I don't know.
Okay, well,
it's not a quote I know that I enjoy.
When one door closes, another one opens. Yeah. That kind of thinking very much puts the pressure to find the door that's just open. What if one door closed in your face, gave you concussion, and you couldn't see the other door that opened?
Well,
and even if you did, you couldn't be bothered to crawl through it because you just had a door slam in your face. Leave me alone. I don't want to go through another door.
Well, you see,
I want to lie in the lobby for a while.
Lay in there. I think the thing I like about these quotes, you see, is, well, I like ones that make me feel better about myself. For better about myself for being lazy, I like, some quotes make sense of the world to me. That's what they do, right?
Yeah. Can I stop you there just for a moment? Because you're saying things that I think you're about to be quite inspirational yourself. But you have got a lot, and I mean a lot, of sausage roll crumbs around your mouth. And I'm finding it hard to take you seriously.
This is something I don't understand. People really worry about having food on their face.
Oh, I do.
You do? I know. You say,
my God.
I've got food on my face.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't matter.
I can't think of anything worse. Nothing. Not the Nazis, cancer, nothing.
I'm just eating a sausage roll. I'm bound to have food on my face.
Why are you bound to wipe your face? Have some self-respect.
I'm wiping the face and I've got a few on my jumper. I just don't think it matters as much as people think it does.
No, it doesn't matter, but
you're not the only one. I know people who carry mirrors to look in their teeth.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Nothing weird about that.
No, I think it is that I think they make sense to the world for me. They give me permission to feel like it's okay whatever I'm doing. Those are the quotes that I like.
Those are the quotes that I like.
That it's okay. Like you're okay. Like my rant. And also I only really like quotes from people that I really like as people.
Yeah.
Like Brené Brown's got some really great ones. The arena speech, which I've got printed out here. We could pop that onto our Facebook page. Because that obviously from her TED Talk, it is about saying, whatever you're doing, it doesn't matter if someone's criticising you.
Yep.
Just get on and do it because you will be criticised because they're not in the arena with you. Yeah. And you can take that in so many ways. It is like the phrase, the saying, what people think of you is none of your business. I think that's really freeing.
That's worth remembering.
Because it's like...
And it is good to, I guess... Because the other thing with quotes is it's often like huge ideas, but obviously they're just truncated into this tiny little...
They are.
Memeable, clickbait thing, and that annoys me. On the other hand, it is quite useful because then you can remember a bigger idea.
Absolutely. I'm not suggesting... I've got a quote here. Like, the same boiling water that softens the potato hardens the egg. It's what you're made of. Not the circumstances. Now that quote,
that's bollocks.
I know. It just makes me hungry. I can't get past potatoes.
You said potato.
I know.
And all I was doing was thinking about potato.
Exactly.
And then there was eggs involved.
And then you're thinking, I'm just going to make a potato salad.
Spanish omelette.
Yeah, there you go.
That's where my mind went.
You see? So some quotes, just disregard them.
Yeah.
Don't clutter your head with those.
No.
This is quite a good one. People who wonder if their glass is half empty or full miss the point. The glass is refillable. You twat. Of course it is. I hate that. Oh, is your glass half empty or half full? What
if it's half full, but it's half full of piss?
Yeah. I've got a story about that later.
That sounds charming. I can't wait. That's lovely.
Exactly. I think that
Please don't go, people. Hang on in there. We will get to a story about piss later. Yeah, I like an apathetic quote that doesn't inspire you to have to get up and do anything now, but it's more like you're fine as you are.
Yeah, like so many quotes about failure, about like
if you keep trying and trying and trying, eventually you'll get there. Eventually you might not get there.
But it's about enjoying the frigging ride,
But it's
surely.
exactly. So I like, it was just some person said on Radio 4, we learn far more from our failures than we do our successes.
Oh, that's without
Which
doubt.
is true. And it's not therefore saying, and one day you will succeed.
No.
It's not. It's just going, just do it anyway. If you want to do it, just do it.
You know,
you'll get something out of it. Even if you don't succeed, quote, in what you're trying to do.
I think
that kind of sentiment is helpful.
Michael Jordan has constantly said that he's failed way more than he succeeded. We just see his successes.
Yeah.
Not all, and you know, it just think.
But again, when someone massively successful says that, then you get the impression, well, if I keep failing, and then eventually I will massively succeed.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily true, but also it's not really the point of life. You know, I've gone on about it before, and I will be serious for a moment. In that, when I did have my daughter, who was severely disabled, couldn't do a damn thing, a lot was learnt from her.
She was enough.
She couldn't write down a motivational quote. She couldn't talk.
No.
But she just was, and just kind of emitted this whole like love and just being, and that's enough.
And this is what we all forget. We're human beings.
And that's an extreme example, but
it's not.
The whole
I think
just being and not
just being.
striving constantly
Absolutely.
to be a project and to.
I think there's times that there's a balance.
It's good to have
isn't there?
motivation. Exactly. It is
To have fun around the motivation.
Yeah.
But not take it seriously. Take yourself seriously, because there was a guy. I want to get his name and I'll have it for next week. He was a Gurkha, and then he ended up staying in Nepal. He's English. Ended up staying in Nepal. He must have been in his 80s or 90s. And he said he wants two things in life: a healthy body and peace of mind. And he said, and he was really posh. He was beautifully spoken. And he said, let me tell you, he said, my 5-hour, 7-minute walk this morning told me my body's working. And the fact that I could do a Zoom call with you when I had no idea what Zoom was gave me peace of mind.
There you
and
go.
I just thought, like, that's it right there. Those two things. If you can have that.
Yeah.
You know, and like success surely is like the amount of joy you feel in a given one moment.
Yeah.
So maybe just try and feel the joy and then see what happens and not worry about the result, letting it go, but holding on. This is a really good point that leads me to this. This is a really nice one here. Hold the vision. Trust the process.
Hold the vision.
What's your thoughts on that?
I think it's saying go for success.
No, I don't. I think it's saying hold.
It does sound like that.
I think it's saying hold a vision of something, but just trust the process. Just trust the things.
But sometimes I don't want to be in a process. I just want to sit in my backside.
But what if that is the process though?
Yeah. Okay.
I think we can't just define. Well, that's the process. You've got to do this.
But then it's a quote like that. It's too malleable. It's too vague. So you can just basically read what you want into it.
But
so then what's the point of it in the first
surely
place?
the life is the process. The process is getting up every morning.
But do we need a quote to tell us? Keep getting up every morning.
Well, I think we can so get lost, particularly in this year, get lost in the dramas of the world and get lost. And I think at times that's what these can do for me. I don't live my life by quotes by any means at all. I think they are just, if sometimes you can dip in and out. But I think what they can do is anchor you into something sometimes.
Yeah.
They can kind of go, okay, so yeah, actually, you know, like I feel today, like. And I think that really for me is like just an utter forgiveness of myself. Like we all mess up and we all want to be perfect. And you know, like the quote that we've talked about before, I'm sure on here, work in progress. I'm a work in progress and perfection at the same time. You can be those juxtaposition. You can be both of those things. And I think the quotes can just give you that.
I do agree. But also the kind of quotes that are like, make no apologies, just be you is all well and good. But equally, he's what an arsehole would think.
I was going to say, when you're an arsehole, like some people do need to apologise.
Yeah. Like Hitler would have loved that.
Yeah.
Make no apologies, just be you, just crack on.
Trump might like that too.
You know, serial killers could go along with that, can't they? You know?
I know, go for your dreams. What if your dream is to mutilate people? I mean, you
really shouldn't go for that dream.
Don't do that one.
Yeah, don't do that one.
You know? So I think absolutely, I think that you've got to take them with a pinch of salt, bit of lightness, bit of fun. But I think there's nothing wrong in them to allow you to find out, because all the stuff's inside ourselves. Like you asked me this morning, how are you? Had to go up. How am I, Kirsty? Oh, I'm all right.
Yeah, you have a little conversation you have with yourself.
Oh, I do have a lot.
Are you all right, Kirsty? Yeah, I'm all right, Kirsty. How are you? I'm all right. And then you feedback.
I do. Or I'll be like, well, I don't know. My brain doesn't understand that. My favourite quote at the moment is, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. And you ask your own brain that. Do I know that, Kirsty?
No.
No, I don't know that.
I don't know it. I don't know. Because I tell you what I don't know does. It frees you up, mate.
Yeah.
Frees you up. Because you could let because
freedom and stupidity, which harks back to last week.
Oh, it did.
There is freedom in stupidity.
Would you try to whisper we did stupidity last week?
Yeah. Do you remember? Because I know you're a bit stupid.
I think, this thing, I think that I don't know just makes you go, I don't know. Because, we're all thinking, like, with the news going, breaking news, this is happening. Sometimes I can feel like, crikey, I've got to sort all this out. I don't know. I don't have to know.
No.
I don't have to know whether they should end lockdown. Don't have to know. No. Someone else's job, that. That's what they get paid the money for.
That's true, and there is all this extraneous stuff. So again, like the quote, your only limit is you. Your only limit is you. And you get that stuck up on the gym and stuff like that. I think, oh, well, gee, thanks for reminding me that the reason I'm like fat and lazy and at my happiest is stuffing my face with chocolate and catatonic in front of the TV. That the reason for that is me.
Yeah.
Nothing else
I'm
to
my
blame.
limit. I am.
I've limited myself. Thanks.
Yeah, I hadn't even thought about it.
I knew it, but stop reminding me of it.
Wow.
This is Don't Laugh But, the podcast that incessantly rambles on and ultimately answers the question, what's worse than the silent loneliness of self-isolation?
The other quote you sent me, because you seem to have forgotten all the quotes that you sent me.
Really?
You said, do one thing every day that scares you. Was that Roosevelt?
That definitely. I did not see.
You did?
Oh, in the list this morning?
Yes.
Oh, I just picked those off the internet, mate.
So you didn't even read them?
No, mate.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. Brilliant. Well done. Do one thing every day that scares you.
I don't like that.
Well, I think I can tick that off.
Can you?
I pick up dog poo every day. It scares me. It scares me every day.
Oh.
And I tell my kids to tidy up every day. That always scares me telling them.
Yeah.
So I can do that. I've done that.
I don't like that one because I sometimes find life so scary. Like literally walking out in the world.
With the pressure.
Just
get yourself out of your comfort zone every day. I mean, maybe a couple of times a year.
I know.
Every day?
No. This one here, this annoys me. Lose an hour in the morning and you'll be all day hunting for it.
No, you won't. No.
I've never gone, where'd the hour go? I must find it. Is it in the kitchen cupboard? Yeah. Is it in the fridge? Because you're never going to find it.
Yeah.
That's the magic.
No, lose an hour in the morning by watching TV in the morning. Brilliant.
Also,
nothing wrong with it.
Also, when people tell me to make my bed in the morning and that will make the rest of my day good, that's never happened.
No.
I've never got a better day because my bed's made. I like it at the end of the night. I think that's a fair thing.
That's a fair thing.
I think I'll give that to you.
I'll give you that, sir. I'll give you that.
But I'm not having it that if I make my bed in the morning, that my whole day will run smoothly.
Yeah. I would go with most of the stuff that Lizzo says.
Yeah.
That's my favourite quotes.
Yeah.
The song Soulmate in particular. I would say everyone should go and just listen to that. Be inspired.
Lizzo does make sense of the world. You see,
she does.
Well, again, that's what
none of us will love ourselves as much as she loves herself. So we're always going to be letting her down.
No, I give it a good try, mate.
Well, I know you do.
I think feminism quotes make me sense of the world.
Yeah.
Like there's a feminist lead, and sometimes you're going like, why is the world like this? And then a little quote will pop up on my social media, and I go, that's why. Because it kind of truncates into this small little bite-sized bit of thing that my brain can handle. I go,
But do you then forget about it immediately?
Yeah, immediately. Every quote.
I mean, a lot of them are absolute bobbins. I've written some of my own motivational quotes, Kirsty.
Oh my God, hold on. Does bobbins mean like crap?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you...
I mean, I might be the only person who says it.
I thought it meant like it was good. Like, that's a whole load of bobbins right there.
Bobbins. It's instead of saying bollocks. Well, I have to zap that out, but you just looked at me blankly.
Never heard the word bobbins. I just think of bobbins as like little... It makes me think of sewing things, like crafty activities.
Yeah, it is. But
give me a couple of your quotes.
Right, I've written my own quotes, but I don't know what they mean. But I think they sound inspirational. I think you're going to be inspired.
Oh, you know I will. These are going up on my wall when I get home.
This is my first one. Be ready, people, to be inspired. Mm-hmm. You can't rub a mud stain off a turd without getting your hands covered in shit. I don't know what it means, but there's a truth there.
Yeah.
I'm uncovering the truth. I just don't know what it is.
Maybe you're going to be a guru. Start.
Do you want to hear my next one?
Yeah, I do. Of course I do.
God gave you 2 arse cheeks and only 1 brain, so stop thinking and sit the hell down. That's my apathetic quote of the day.
No, I think that.
You can't argue with the logic.
Well, I think the God's going, yes, I did.
Yeah.
I did that. Sit down.
Exactly. Do you want me to stop? Shall I keep going?
Give us one more. I mean, Did you?
Oh, I had 3 more.
Oh, right. Tell me, you do as many as you like.
I can cut them out.
Oh, come on, add them in. Do you know, I was about to say they're flanged.
They're flanged?
I was going to say they're funny. But somehow, my mouth decided to say to my brain, no, it's not funny, it's flanged.
Flanged. Flange is one of the best words out there.
How confusing in my mouth. My mouth is really...
this is my flange quote.
Ah, that's what it is. My brain. This is a good one for you.
Yeah.
It's not my brain that's thick. It's my mouth that's thick.
Oh, that's good.
So I'm not going to tell my kids that because they said their mouths really are thick.
A walk in the cold weather is good for the soul, but it's no friend to the overweight inner thigh. There's truth in that.
No, it's surely though. No. That has to be the hot weather though, because the inner thigh gets sweaty.
Oh, the cold weather.
Oh, I don't. You know, I have a thigh gap. I don't get chafing.
How do you have a thigh gap?
I have a thigh gap.
Oh, because you're like an orange on 2 toothpicks.
Fit legs,
little legs.
I got a
little hard-working legs.
Yeah. Come on, give me. You got any more?
If you pluck one eyebrow.
Oh.
If you pluck one eyebrow whilst leaving the other untouched, you'd always look confused. Again, I don't know what that means, but come on. Come on, there's meaning in there.
Oh, somewhere.
There's definitely.
Somewhere deep.
This is the last one, but I do actually quite like this one.
Oh, she's going to use this.
Ask for directions, but always feel free to be a twat and walk off in the opposite direction.
Well, that's exactly what I do.
And that's how it should be with motivational quotes. Listen,
but ignore it.
But feel free to totally ignore it. That's it. That's Beck's Motivational Corner.
Oh, my God. Oh, we're going to have that every week now. We're going to have a quote of the week.
Yes. I should have saved them.
I love it. That's great, mate.
Thanks.
Oh, I've got a notification on my phone.
Yeah, I mean, you were looking at your phone as you say, that's great, mate. Yeah, well done.
No, they were good. I'm impressed.
Yeah, killed some time with that, didn't you?
I'm just slightly jealous that I haven't written it. Can I write something next week?
Yeah.
I want to do that.
Do it.
I like that. I like it. So that's quotes for you, isn't it? I mean, have we wrapped that up? Do we want to say any more about quotes?
Well, I thought you'd come at me with a lot more. You're always banging on about quotes. I do like the one that you stuck up on the wall over there.
Oh, yeah.
You're under no obligation to be the same person you were a year, a month, or even 15 minutes ago. You have the right to grow. No apologies.
Absolutely.
I do like that.
Absolutely. Oh, I've got so many quotes. I mean, because I've been reading Glennon Doyle's book. Glennon Doyle is a favourite author of mine. She's written a book called Untamed. You may have heard of her recently because Adele notes her as one of the reasons she lost all that weight. Glennon Doyle gives you real permission to really just kind of be. And she left her husband. She was married to a man, met a woman and fell in love and left her husband. He had affairs and things like that. But she was a very, very Christian woman, did a lot of religious writing. And she gives us, it got some really good doozies if you ever look up Glennon Doyle. She's worth checking out, I would say. And Untamed, and she talks a lot about, really going inside yourself. One of her quotes from her book, she was brushing her daughter's hair, and she realised that she was staying in a marriage for her daughter that she would not want for her daughter.
Oh, interesting.
It's quite powerful, isn't it, mate?
Yeah.
I think that's those kind of things make you.
Yeah, and people like that who have an interesting, not skewed, but interesting twist on life, and interesting do make you look at the same stuff that you're looking at every day in a slightly different perspective.
Oh, without a doubt, and I think the whole thing that's actually goes back to why quotes can be helpful, because, like Maya Angelou says, courage is most important of all the virtues. Because without courage, you can't practice any other virtue consistently.
Okay.
You can practice any virtue erratically, but nothing consistently without courage. And I think that's really true. And I think that it's easy to think of, like, for me, like Ruby Bridges, women who have really changed the world because they've been part of movements like the Black Lives Matter movement, obviously, from the Martin Luther King days. Like we look back at, because Glennon Doyle talked about this in her book, which I thought made me really think about it. We think of ourselves as really like woke, really liberal, really left.
Yeah.
And what are we doing, say, for the Black Lives Matter thing? We think we'd have walked with Martin Luther King back in the day, or someone like him in England. But at the time, only had 30% approval rate in the white community. So although now he's got 70%, something like that, it's a lot higher now. So on hindsight, you can go, wow, that man made a real difference. I think Barack Obama will do the same. We'll look at him differently in the past as well, in the future.
Yeah.
And I think that it's easy to kind of go with a quote, well, this is who I am. I have defined myself as this quote, as this person. But, would we be that? It's an interesting thing to start to think about. And those are the things, like someone like Maya Angelou, even Oprah came from absolute abject poverty, was raped, had a baby out through rape, things like that. And these women have lived a life. And I think there's something to be learnt from women who have trailblazed a life for us to be as woke as we are. So I think those things kind of marry into quoteness, And I think then it goes into the benign when it's like, I've noticed on Netflix recently, they've got like 3 words to describe a movie now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I just thought, I want that for people. I just want that. 3 words.
For each person that you
meet? Yeah. I might just start writing notes.
What would be your 3 words?
Oh,
you have to come back to me on that.
Let me come back to you. Don't follow up questions. We know we don't.
Sorry, don't do follow up questions.
But fabulous would be one of them.
But
of course.
It's obviously part of this our massively short attention span these days.
Oh man, yeah.
So we can't be bothered to really listen. I mean, I know you can, but in general, we can't be bothered to really listen to a whole motivational talk or read a book. But a brief clickbait of a meme, and we'll feel inspired for those 5 seconds, and then click the next thing.
Yeah. I think there's an element of that, and I think that's okay. As after been a whole load with my kids on how we're all have to have instant gratification. We're all self-entitled. Corona's taught me about COVID, about how self-entitled I think I am. Well, I should have. I've been in a military family for 20 odd years, and Darren and I've missed all kinds of events. Because he's been away.
Yeah.
And we didn't think about it, but now we're all going, we have to have Christmas, which I understand there are lonely people out there. We need to make it better for them.
But in general, it could be a lot worse.
I just think we all have that instant, like you just said about, like, I'll click on that because that makes sense. Oh, I don't understand that. I'll leave that one there. I think that's okay to a point.
Yeah.
But I think there is just really good things to be learned from these things. Like, but equally at the same time.
Yeah, you take what you want out.
I like the flippancy of just defining people by 3 little words.
Yeah, no, I like that.
I think what I'm going to do is meet people, go away, jot little 3 words and just judge them just on those 3 words alone.
I think mine would be annoying, sarcastic, spectacular.
I like that you had a spectacular at the end.
Yeah, I thought I was big myself up. Although it was sarcastic, so. Yeah. My sister did send me through her favourite quote at the moment, which I do actually really like, by Bob Goff. The way we treat people we disagree with the most is a report card on what we've learnt about love. I think that's very relevant at the moment with the polarised nature of society.
What it is, there's a quote that underpins that even further. I think
it's very easy to be nice to people that you agree with. It's not easy to be nice to people that you don't agree with.
Definitely. But I think,
what you should strive
but I
for.
think it's okay to not agree with them.
It doesn't mean you have to agree with them and not argue with them.
It's about finding that balance, right? Absolutely. But then
we can still do it nicely.
Well, I think it's about finding that way, isn't it? I mean, Brené Brown talks about that when she says it's hard to be really polarized when someone's in your face. Like to be racist or to be homophobic or to be just
if you're literally talking to that
if you're
person.
literally talking to
absolutely.
someone or someone who's affected by an issue.
Yeah.
When they're up close to you, we can all talk around it and go, yeah, that's right, that's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but really there is no rights and wrongs. No. That's how I think this quote thing has summed up for me. Do it or don't. There's no rights or wrongs. Have fun with it.
Do it or don't. Kirsty Hudson.
Do it or don't. And I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because
I don't know. Kirsty Hudson, 2020.
There's another quote that I really like as well.
Your own?
No, someone said this. Someone far more amazing than I. I know it's shocking.
Hang on a minute, hold the phone. There are people more amazing than you?
I know.
Wow.
There's about 2.
2 of them. Mm-hmm.
On a good day, 3. But one of them said that... she said that, I think it might have been Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez. Excuse me, I pronounced that name wrong, I'm sure. Mm-hmm. But she said, I think it might be her. Don't quote me. If you will.
You're about to quote someone else, but I'm not allowed to quote you.
No, never quote me. She said that it's the measure of man is not how he treats his wife or his partner, but how he treats women he doesn't love.
Yes.
And I thought that was really, really insightful because we all want to have the best life for our wives or the best life for our kids.
Yeah, well, we get something out of that.
Of course, that's important. Of course, you should treat those very, very well with the highest of platitudes, placades. But it is about her treating people you don't know well.
I'm watching you flounder about for a word.
Do you know what, mate? Again, it's been a joy and a pleasure this week. I've literally spread my legs in a mansplaining.
Yeah, I wish you'd close them.
I got it well. Oh, it's comfy. I think it's my thigh thing. Michelle, I mean, she might be kind, but she was a beast to the thighs.
That's lovely.
It's like she's pummeled them. She's pummeled.
She's pummeled your thighs. That's wonderful.
Michelle pummeled my thighs.
Okay.
So,
can I get on to me overheard? Are we at that point now?
Oh, mate, we are there.
I'm a little overheard.
Where are we at? Oh, we are doing good for time. We are bang on.
We are bang on. Look at this. And so you've got a new over. Did you do an overheard jingle?
I did do overheard.
In that case, we're going to drop that in here.
I didn't say it. They said it. They said it. Because it's overheard corner.
Yes.
Boom. Hope everyone enjoyed that.
Yeah, I did that.
Yeah.
I mean, when you say enjoyed, if they just could listen to it, that would be
just
okay.
Put up with it.
If they just don't go, my ears are burning.
Yeah.
Take that off. That's fine. I'd see it as a success.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Go on.
My overheard was in Little Tesco. Because most of my stories start like that.
You're always in Little Tesco's.
I'm always in there.
What's ironic about you being in Little Tesco's is you go in with a massive rucksack. Your rucksack is as big as Little Tesco's.
I stock up in Little Tesco's somehow every day. Anyway, so I was in Little Tesco's.
Yeah.
There was a long queue.
Go.
Okay, so the people in front of me paying for their goods. Okay, so everyone's overhearing what they're asking for and stuff. So she says, can I have some AA batteries, please? Not the expensive ones, not the Durex. Oh. She didn't realise at first. The guy getting them went, I don't think they make batteries. And then she's just, the older woman, she's absolutely mortified. Well, she's asked for not the condom make of batteries.
And what did she mean? Obviously not the AA.
Duracell.
Oh, Duracell.
Yeah, you can see a mistake there. She was mortified though, while I was giggling.
Oh, yeah. Did you not laugh it out? She
just said it so loud. Not the expensive ones, don't want the Durex. I didn't think you did. There you go.
But maybe we can talk about that later. Wow,
yeah,
I love that. That's a good one.
Enjoy that.
I've got my overheard is from the newspapers and the news this week.
So it's more overread than overheard.
Yeah, well, no, it is.
Yeah,
that's it. That's exactly. But yeah. Did you know? Right. I mean, we wonder why life is confusing.
Yeah.
We wonder why.
We wonder why life.
I had a little bit of air bubble, a little bit of gas. Yeah. So in the overread corners, overread makes it feel like it's either
not right.
No, it's either.
It is still overheard because when you read something, your little voice in your head reads it out. So you've overheard yourself in your head.
Because otherwise, overread sounds like how you want your meat.
Yeah.
Over easy, overread.
Okay. Yeah.
So a mother. Right, we wonder why we're confused, and then you get these kind of headlines. This is why the nation is confused, my friends. A mother has had 3 bags of urinal delivered with her shopping.
Urinal? Do you mean urine? I think urinals.
I wrote that. Oh, did I copy and paste it? No, urine.
She had 2 bags of urine. 3 bags full
of urine
delivered with her groceries.
With her shopping.
Well, just sloshing about?
No, mate. I saw a picture. I researched it further for you. Yeah. So she says, my son Alfie. I'm trying to do your voice. My son Alfie. Helped me unload it into the kitchen and said, what's in the bag? He did. I picked it up. There were 3 bags tied up that was unloaded with my shopping. Obviously, there weren't any holes, thank goodness. But you don't know if there was spillage anywhere. She threw all her food out. Threw it all away. It was in its own carry bags, and it was, It was in its own carry bags with 3-inch bags of urine in the dark. I guess you just bring it in, she said. You don't see what's inside. She added, it was my birthday.
Oh, perhaps someone just gave her 3 bags of piss for her birthday.
You can't go out and everything see what's going on. It wasn't massive amounts of shopping. It was the fact that having urine delivered with my shopping isn't very nice at all.
And it isn't very nice at all. I like that she added that. None of us were thinking it was, love. No one would be reading that story and going, well, it's fair enough.
No.
Sometimes you get a bag of piss with your Waitrose order.
She has a theory.
What's her theory?
She believes, and I think she's right, the way that it was bagged up, she believes the driver was caught short without the use of a public toilet
3 times?
Due to the pandemic.
3 times?
Even that's COVID's fault. Yep. She said, I know the public toilets are closed. I understand that.
I don't understand.
She understands it.
No, I'm not having it.
She's a North London mother. She's much more caring than you. She understands it.
Okay.
She says, you can't pop into a pub or a cafe. You can't. But if you're busy, keep it with you. And not with the food shopping containers where people are getting their shopping delivered.
If he's a bloke, he just needs to step out of his van and go in a bush.
Well, I tell you what he'd done. He'd weed in the bags, tied knots in them, put them there, and then accidentally picked the bags of urine up and delivered them.
That is extraordinary, but I don't like that you and her are both making excuses for this man who has filled, in my mind, 3 carrier bags. I mean, that's a lot of piss.
No, they weren't filled. I mean,
in my mind, they are full.
think of a...
Just 3 full bags.
I think I'd have noticed that. The problem was he could have done that, and then he'd been got himself covered. He got a whole bag of wee, taking it home, Bob's your uncle.
So it was empty just for a little splash of wee at the bottom?
Not a splash.
Just a bladder load. Extraordinary scenes.
Well, this is what COVID has done to the world. Wow. You're getting urine delivered.
Piss bags of urine.
But she shot through. I mean, I don't care how much urine I get. I would not throw the food away, mate.
Really? I can understand that she did at that point. You know, I mean, it's one thing disinfecting everything when you get it in.
Yeah.
Just as a sort of COVID measure.
But
no.
if
you know the bloke in the van's been just spraying his goods everywhere.
Oh, that poor
you're
man,
not
though.
going to want to eat that.
You've got to
apple.
feel for the man, haven't you?
You have not got to feel for the man.
He gets to
He's
work.
not Willy. He can wee easy. It's not like us. We have to use a she-wee at the best of times.
We're assuming it's a man.
Oh, I thought it was. I thought
We
that
don't
was the beginning of the story.
Well, I'm presuming it is.
Okay.
That was never specified, but I think she is suggesting that it was.
I mean, I'm not sexist, and I'm constantly saying that men and women are basically the same, but I can't imagine a female would pee into 3 bags. I'm sorry, I just can't. I can't.
I would. I mean, if I was.
Oh yeah, you would.
The next one, I've got another one, mate.
Yeah.
The next one is called The Man Who Talked to Chairs. Exactly. You wonder why we are confused.
Wow.
That's a headline on the BBC News.
The man who talks to chairs.
Turns out...
Chair whisperer.
No, turns out it's a lovely uplifting story. He was it starts sad. We could have music.
Mm-hmm.
He was very depressed in lockdown. He got very lonely. He was considering really probably ending it all.
So he started a relationship with his armchair?
Nope, he didn't, mate. He started talking to his chairs. And through those conversations, he decided that he was going to actually do something in lockdown. So he started putting adverts going, if you're a key worker, I can fix your bikes, I can do all those kind of things. Started fixing things for people.
Okay.
Then this has started all kinds of grassroots level for men to go in and create community projects if they're feeling a bit low.
What's this got to do with talking to chairs?
Well, I don't know. I think that was just a headline to grab you in. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I mean, a headline to grab you in has got to have some sort of relevance to the story.
I think the fact is he was talking to his chairs because he felt so lonely.
Okay.
Is what I think that was the point that I did bash home at the beginning.
Kind of, yeah. Okay, fine.
Anyway, so there we go. So that's a lovely thing. So that lovely story about loneliness turning into something beautiful.
Yeah.
Through the medium of talking to chairs.
Okay.
It's going in my lovely hole. And that's
your lovely hole now.
You see, I've merged. What I've done there is it's a clever thing. I've merged my lovely hole with an overheard, in a beautiful.
Overheard has slipped into your lovely hole.
Look at that. It just
stop doing weird things with your hands. Interlocking your hands.
This is the lovely hole.
Yeah.
No, this is the overheard corner merging in.
Don't merge your hands.
My lovely hole. Look at that. Is that
don't want to.
Get you excited?
No, it's freaking me out.
Anyway, I've also got everybody else.
Hang on, it's my turn.
Oh, she's got other things, ladies and gentlemen. I
was going to do a crevice of curiosity.
Oh, I've got a.
You've got a jingle for that too.
Got a jingle for that too.
Let's do it.
Insert it here.
Rebecca Elliott's crevice of curiosity.
So my crevice of curiosity. It's a beautiful jingle. Is Sweden. I was listening to the history of Scandinavia this week, as you do.
Who doesn't?
I won't give you the whole history of Scandinavia
now. Please do next time.
But no, I found this interesting. So Sweden is very much known as being a pacifist. It hasn't been involved in wars in hundreds of years. But they used to be bastards.
I thought that was Switzerland. Anyway, go ahead.
No, now I've got it wrong.
It could be Sweden.
I think it's both.
Oh, they're both calm.
Yeah, Switzerland were neutral, but Sweden equally have not got involved in wars. I will check that.
Yeah.
And if I'm being stupid, I'll edit this out.
Just carry on. Sorry to question knowledge.
Sweden are known for being fairly pacifist. Okay. But they used to be complete bastards, right? And in the, I want to say 17th century, they were invading all types of places, including Germany. Invaded Germany, killed a lot of people.
Did they?
But to the point, and I find this interesting, that until very recently, I think the late 1980s, there have been songs in Germany, think sort of nursery rhymey kind of songs that you sing to your kids to get them to go to sleep, that basically talk about if you don't go to sleep, the evil Swedes will come and get you in the night.
No.
Yeah. And we have at least one German listener, Silke. So Silke, if you're listening, can you please tell me if that's absolute bobbins or is that true?
Love that.
But I found that interesting.
Oh, there we go.
Also, we were talking this week about the phrase "see you later, alligator" in a wild crocodile, right? And where that comes
thank you for remembering this.
From.
Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't listened up to this point, please listen now.
You think you figured it up a little bit much?
Yeah.
Well, firstly, I looked into where that came from. So it was kind of based on, there was jive talk in the 1940s, where there was a lot of kind of rhyming talk and kind of cool jive talk, which then went into in Bill Haley and the Comets in the 1950s had a song out which was called "See You Later, Alligator." And there was a song even prior to that called "Later, Alligator." So it came out in the sort of 1940s.
Right, I love the word jiving. Are you jiving with me?
Yeah, jive talking.
I love that.
So, but
yeah,
our point this week, wasn't it, Kirsty, is why not other reptiles?
Why not, mate? Exactly that point.
So I came up with a couple.
I love this one.
Yeah. Do you want to say that one first?
Yes. So you can say "see you later, alligator," and you can say "in a wild crocodile," and then you can develop that further and say "on your wagon, bearded dragon."
Yeah, come on. We want to get that in the vernacular.
In the vernacular.
I've also got "don't disappear like a wizard lizard."
Oh, don't disappear like a wizard lizard. That is beautiful.
Don't go off in a hurtle turtle. Oh, mean, it's not the best one, that one. No. If you stay, you'll get rigor mortis tortoise.
I like them.
I mean, they're not great.
No, but
come on, they're just as good as in a wild crocodile, which, you know.
Well, it says nothing. No. Yours have actually got like things you go. I mean, yours like inspirational.
On your wagon, bearded dragon.
I mean, yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, especially like I love the rigor mortis tortoise.
Yeah, we're going to change the world with these.
Oh my gosh. Now, what we haven't talked about is the Woman of Wonder this week. Have we got time?
Yeah, go on.
Women of wonder, wonder of women. Women of wonder, wonderful women. Go, woman!
This, our Woman of Wonder, is to reach out to our trans women, our trans brothers and sisters, if you will. And this is about a woman called Christina. I want to say, now it might, Jorgensen. Yeah, Christina Jorgensen. She was an American. That's exactly how it's pronounced. Christina. Oh, it might be Christine. I'm going to go with Christina. I feel like it is. She was one of the first trans women, and she had her operation done in the 1950s.
Wow.
She had to go all the way to Denmark, in fact.
To Danish land.
And had to get permission.
Well, we don't know where Denmark is. We talked about this last week.
Well, exactly. She did, thankfully. She got permission from the Minister of Justice to get the series of operations in that country. Like, she was a real trailblazer. And as you can see, she's written this is just her little quote. She says, "As you can see by the enclosed photos taken just before the operation, I have changed a great deal," because she was now living a life as a woman. "But in the other changes are much more important. Remember the shy, miserable person who left America? Well, that person is no more. As you can see, I'm in marvellous spirits."
Good.
And I love that she was in marvellous spirits. Jorgensen's highly publicised transition helped bring light to gender identity.
Wow.
And shape new culture of more inclusive ideas about the subject. As a transgender spokesperson and public figure, Jorgensen influenced other transgender people to change their birth, birth on the name on their birth certificate, to change their sex. If they want to have alignment surgery, they can. And that was because of women like her really making really brave decisions.
Yeah.
I think it's really, really exciting that the words brave people in a time really where kind of genders are kind of more fixed in the 50s, you know?
Oh, absolutely. Can you imagine?
Yeah, she was born in the 20s, had this done in the 50s, and you think like in the 20s, you think how women were perceived. And she was brave enough to kind of go, she went to the army, she went and came out and went, you know what, actually, I really am a woman and I have to do this. And I think it's really impressive. It's a real sexual revolution time. And
wow. Woman of Wonder.
There we go. She is the Woman of Wonder. So before that, Wonder Woman.
Mm-hmm.
So we can slip that in there.
That's good. That's interesting. Well done. Look at you.
It's just, I literally can't get enough of podcasting. I really hope that we are podcasting to nobody.
Really? I hope not.
When we're 93. Well,
when we're 93. Sorry, I think that's today.
No, gosh, no.
I really hope nobody's listening.
No, but you just wonder how many people. I mean, thankfully there are people.
Even after the apocalypse, it'll just be me and you in a room on our own. Just waffling on.
Talking about the rubble outside. Honestly, there's nothing going on.
No.
But I just think, it just excites me. Excites me. Oh, my favourite quote. One of my favourite quotes is, everything works better when it's switched off and turned on again. Even you.
That sounds rude.
No, just give yourself a break, mate.
Okay.
Turn yourself off.
And then turn yourself on.
And you see, I wasn't making it rude. You've gone there.
I haven't gone anywhere.
But even that can help.
Yeah. My favourite quote is... I can't remember what it is now. Hang on. You can't polish a turd, but you can roll it in glitter.
That's what I'm doing every day, mate.
Yeah, rolling yourself in glitter. Sorry, I was suggesting that you're a turd.
I think you were, and I think I'm comfortable with that.
Yeah,
I'm going to go
you
roll
have
my
veneer of glitter. It serves you well.
It does, my friends. Guys, you, not us, you have been enjoying a pleasure.
Yeah, beautiful.
As always, we've enjoyed you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
We've enjoyed you a lot.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed you all.
Yeah, stop saying enjoy.
Literally enjoyed you from my toes to my knees to my thighs.
You can't wrap up a sentence, can you?
Up to my head. No. Yeah. I hate to leave a conversation. You know that, mate.
I know you do. I know, but it's time to go.
Okay.
It's time to go.
I'll see you next. No, I'm already excited about next week. So
okay.
I love you.
Love you. Have a good week. Bye-bye. Take care.
You got one more thing. You've got your catchphrase, mate. What's your catchphrase?
What is it?
Wrap up warm.
Oh. And wrap up warm.
Absolutely. You take care. We'll see you soon.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Love you. Bye.
Don't Laugh But can cause extreme laughter and ponderments, though it's important to note that many episodes are asymptomatic.